There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Star-Crossed TV, inspiring station. Watch Star-Crossed TV, enlightening station. Watch Star-Crossed TV, empowering station. God's own station, station uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Star-Crossed TV, inspiring station. Watch Star-Crossed TV, enlightening station. Watch Star-Crossed TV, empowering station.
It is a beautiful Friday morning, being the 24th day of June 2022, and of course right here in the city of Calabar we are experiencing the raining season. And I know you watching me out there, you're already feeling lazy to go to work, to go to school due to the season of the day, and I'm so happy to welcome you. Good morning and welcome to your favorite TV show, the Morning Star Breakfast Show. And of course, it's brought to you by Star-Crossed Television. And you know how we do it here? We are here to inspire, enlighten, educate, and also spice your morning. And today we'll be looking at a very interesting topic today, and at the top of the hour we'll bring into you Vox Pop and other interesting segments. And I won't be doing it here alone, my humble self, P. Smith, and of course with authentic Ruth in the building. Good morning, Sister Ruth. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, Sister Smith.
How are you feeling due to the weather and all of that?
Very energetic.
Really?
I must confess, I'm not actually feeling the weather, even though it started raining very early in the morning.
Okay.
I didn't really feel that cold as usual. You know,
Okay.
when you wake up to a rainy day, you feel so lazy, feel so glued to your bed.
Yeah.
But I must confess, I didn't feel that way. The moment my alarm rang around 4:30 a.m.,
Okay.
I just stopped the alarm and I, prayed for some time, for
Okay.
some minutes before, jumping out. I didn't really feel that cold. What about you?
I'm okay. As you can see, I'm all dressed up. But
No, like I would like to know. It's rainy season here in Calabar. Yeah, and you know a lot of people feel lazy to leave their comfort zones, to go to work. You know, whenever it's raining, we all pray that it should be public holiday. We should go to work. We should just stay in the house, you know, and enjoy the warmness of the house. So I would like to know how you felt.
Anyways, I felt like not going to work, and you know, because of the rain. But anyways, I'm here now. I had to wake up feeling like I need to go. It's not that energetic like you woke up. Yeah,
I have to go to work.
Well, you know, today is Friday anyways. I'm feeling that, oh God. And I'm a Friday kind of person that I love Fridays morning. Because you know that after that, no more going to work and all of that. So what are your plans for the weekend? Because I know you must be planning something.
This is our week, Abbas week.
So
it's already occupied for all the Abbas sites. Okay. This is our week, and you know we are having some events today. Like we are going to have some exercises, like sporting. We are going to have football. Okay. We're going to have games, all the sporting games.
Okay.
Then we are also going to have, like, tomorrow is going to be our singing competition. We have a whole lot to do, so it is really choked up for all the Abba sides, especially the Abba sides that are involved in one thing or the other, like singing, drama, you know, quiz, debate, evangelism.
So I was thinking you'll be wearing your polo.
Yeah, I'll be wearing it tomorrow.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, today we'll be looking at this interesting question because being that it's the outside, you know, the Olumba Scholars Week, so we need to look at trending issues surrounding the youth. And the topic we'll be looking at today is: does social media kills creativity or it enhances creativity? Due to the fact that, you know, everything now is now on net. Whether you want to sew, whether you want to learn how to bake cake, whether you want to learn how to make shoes, make handbags, you want to be a presenter like you want to be a singer, everything is now on net.
So you made it so easy for beginners. But we'd like you to call us in and tell us your view on this topic, or you can drop a message on our platform, live chat, and we'll read it out to your hearing. But let's start with this now. Have you learned anything so far from social media?
For me, actually, I have, you know, because like now you're turning the question to me. Okay, no problem.
We're just getting started.
Of course. Like I'm a kind of person that loves sewing, and you know, when I'm doing my spare period, or when I'm not doing anything. So I think I actually, when it comes to that creativity aspect, I think I've actually learned a lot from social media. Because for example, now you want to make any style. You know, there's once I was talking to someone about learning how to make cake, and the person was like, just go online and everything you need is there. And one of my aunts, she never went to maybe to sit one-on-one learning how to sew, but you know that through social media she was able to sew. Like,
is it hands? Let me understand something. Is it hand sewing? I also sew. So you know, before you start, you have to learn how to paddle. You learn how to you know, fix the thread and the rest. So how was she able to paddle?
When she found out that she has the passion to learn social media, to learn tailoring, sorry about that. So she had to tell the husband to get her a machine, and from there she learned how to paddle in the house. So then she doesn't even go to maybe like to say this places to learn tailoring school or something. She had to log in. She said she's always on the social media watching. If they say you have to cut like this, maybe that's
you know cutting is quite different from learning how to use the machine.
But she said she learned everything there.
Are you sure?
Honestly.
Maybe she had a tutor somewhere.
No, she said she never. I communicated with her. She said she has never like gone to someone paying money to say, please teach me how to do this or teach me how to do that and all of that. But she sews very, very good. So let's run it back to me, like on my side. I think most of
it's hard to believe. I won't lie. It's hard to believe because you know you need to have somebody by your side to tutor you. Do this. Do this, and you know when sewing, you know how to place your feet placement and where to start from. You know where you are starting from. You cannot just sit down and begin to paddle. So it's really, really hard to believe that she learns everything. If you're talking about
maybe
cooking,
next time I have to bring her.
yeah, if you're talking about cooking, I could say yes. Yes, it's easy for one to learn how to cook some delicacies online.
Yeah.
You know, you're already a woman.
Of
you know how
course,
to cook. You know how to combine.
But if you're saying that, there's some people that don't even know how to cook, like boil water. If you're saying you're already a woman and you must know how to cook or something.
I even have some friends that learned how to cook.
Okay, online.
But yeah, how to cook online.
Yeah.
But the only problem was water measurements.
Okay.
I can't remember the day.
Okay.
That fake food, the water measurement is what they did not have. So they put a lot of water, and they were on YouTube, on YouTube, watching the YouTube and cooking. But the water was like, my sister would say water bamba.
And sometimes they have all these recipes and from the net and all of that. Okay, for example, there's someone who once cooked she wanted to cook soup, and do you know that she will like Google it, and then they'll say put water, she will put, and sometimes internet can be so funny that you don't get the accurate measurements. You understand? They'll put 2 cubes of Maggi, whereas that 2 cubes of Maggi might not be tasty enough in the food. You understand? In the meal. So they'll put 2 cubes of Maggi, and you guys are learning from them, and you have not at least know much about the process and everything. You see that you get to even go either beyond or even spoil the measurement of what the food is and of how to cook the food. So that's for me. I think social media somehow I'll accept the fact that it enhances creativity when it comes to like this handwork. You understand? Handwork, like learning how to make bags and learning how to make shoes and all of that. I think in some way it enhances, except maybe when you are trying to use it wrongly. You understand? So like I said, like me, so many styles I want to sew. Like I go into the net, I browse it, I get what I want, and then maybe follow the procedures and all of that. So I think it enhances, like if you're using it in a positive way. So unlike some people, they don't really desire to learn more. I think, okay, let me just put it. I think social media is like an advancement of what you are learning. Okay. You understand? Because there are so many people who are very good in that aspect, and they use that, maybe like YouTube, part of it, like YouTube. They use that YouTube aspect to give others a free idea or a free knowledge to what you or another person wishes to learn. You understand? But when in the aspect where someone tries to use it in a wrong way, or you don't
like youths of nowadays, I think they use it in a very wrong way.
Yes,
use it in a very wrong way, and that is why some teenagers have been grounded from using social media, because there's this thing we call follow. If you see somebody using social media in a wrong way, you just dive in. You feel that's the right thing to do. You don't even know the disadvantage where it will lead you to. So I think for me, that is where it kills, because some teenagers use it, even some adults use it wrongly. I think social media should be used in a more decent way. And what are the decent ways you can use social media? You can use it to learn. A lot of people use it as a backup. Like you go to school, you've already gotten what your lecturer or your teacher has taught you. You go back to the internet to get more knowledge on the topic. Like anything. In fact, social media is so vast that there is nothing on this earth that you want to know that you won't see on social media. Everything. Sometimes I get lost. Maybe I'm doing a certain thing, I get lost. Like that's my
that's expo. So some say that social media is like an expo.
Not like expo.
Okay.
No, we don't like no. In exam hall, you're not allowed to go in with your phone. Hello. You're not allowed to go in with your phone, and you keep your bag, everything, and you'll be searched. A female lecturer will be there to search you, so you can't go in with like I'm talking about in the creative aspects. You want to do something creative. You have an idea, you don't know how to explore. Maybe the people around you don't really have the knowledge, or they are not doing the same line with you. I don't know if you found yourself in such a situation. You're talking A, the people around you are talking C, but you know right inside that what you really want is A, not C. What do you do? dive into the internet to give you more knowledge on how to do it, you know, to bring out that creativity in you to light, so that the other people talking C, you'll see the light in A, and you'll make a reverse, a U-turn to A. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that's it. That's how social media could also enhance your creativity. Then in the aspect of killing, for the teenagers, most teenagers use it wrongly. They use it so wrongly.
Like I've seen a scenario where a little child was he was with phone. Sometimes avoiding, you know, now we are moving to digitalization, where even a child of 5 years is now using phone. You know, I've seen a scenario where a child still did social media. He learns how to carve all these houses using a carton and all of that.
I've also come across that.
And I was like, wow. And this was through online I saw, and I was like, this is beautiful. You understand?
You think the child learns that online?
No. But there are some scenarios I'm talking about. It helps to enhance this. So there are some scenarios where you really do not know. Do you know that from learning how to carve houses from a house plan, from cartoons,
we are talking about how it enhances creativity. And so I would like to know if that child learned how to carve those houses you just made mention.
No, presumably, perhaps not.
Okay.
You understand? Perhaps not. Maybe he learned it from somebody. But me watching him through.
Okay, you get inspired.
Yes,
If you're not an architect, how on earth will you get inspired to do something similar?
No, I can actually, like, you know, he was showing the processes at which he started. Like from getting the cartons, carving it. Okay, I think he first of all drew the plan. He first of all drew the plan of how he wants, how he wants the house to look like. So from there he got cartons and was like carving and all of that. But the fact is, ask me, how am I going to learn that in just a jiffy? Do you understand? So in such scenario now, sometimes if you have the desire to learn this thing, you need to somehow go to your a tutor, you understand? Someone who is very good at it. You go there, you learn. That's why I said social media should be used for advancement and not maybe going to learn it there. You understand? So possibly this my aunt that learned how to sew through the social media. I'm not actually like doubting what you said. Like you said, it's not possible, like learning the paddling.
I'm still in doubt.
I
can't even lie. I'm still in doubt because you know the first step. You're already in it. Right? You know the first step. How to paddle. It's okay to learn machine parts online. But what about the work?
So I was kind of doubting her when she also told me that. You understand? Just like so, because she was like, I learned the paddling. I said it's not possible. Because someone needs to tell you. And then, you know, when you are trying to paddle, that all those mistakes and all of that, someone needs to tell you. You need to. There are steps to follow. You understand? And now you are learning all these things in social media, and I can learn cake in social media and know it. Or like in YouTube, okay, let me call it the right one. In YouTube, I can learn how to make cake through YouTube and know it very well. But learning how to paddle, how to sew, and to a point that you because
do you bake cake?
I have the idea still from the social media aspect.
Exactly what I'm saying. You're a caterer. Just watch it. Will you have that inspiration to go and do yours?
There's this master idea behind everything you learn from someone directly. So, but we are not saying that it's wrong. Like, you know, getting to learn everything from social media. It's not wrong. It's good. You understand? But sometimes you need this idea from someone. You understand? You need should I call it the social media is a peripheral knowledge. But the one you learn from someone, you just like, you are showing me, you need to put this. You know, when I learned that cake, like when I saw the video of cake making, and I was like, I still need to go and learn this thing from someone. I still need to go and know how many flours, how many sugar, how many eggs, you know, all those things to make it a cake. How can I make the fondant properly and all of that? So I was like, I still need to get a master knowledge.
Because you need somebody to guide you.
I need someone to guide me, because there's this there is this feeling, should I call it feeling, that when someone is close to you, showing you what to do, you tend to assimilate it more, and you tend to know more. You understand? Because by the time you are telling you, don't put two, put one, or let's see how we can use half. You understand? Okay, like one of my madam, she said, the one that I learned sewing from, this corset, how to make corset. So she was like, she was not actually good in making corset then, when corset came out newly, for those who knows how to sew and all of that, you know what I mean. So she did not really know how to sew it newly when it came. So she said she went into social media like YouTube. She saw how they did it, she learned from it. And there are some that can be, the calculation will even make you get angry. The calculation will even make you get angry and drop your phone. And some of you even learn, they'll follow maybe a simple step for you to know better. But what am I saying in essence? Sometimes we need this master knowledge from someone. You understand? You need to maybe get to learn from someone, and from there the social media can be used to advance your own idea, rather than just going to, because you might not end up doing it right. Do you get my point?
Yeah, I do.
You may not actually get it right, because by the time, okay, it's like going to school and maybe learning the work. Maybe let's say theory and practical. You understand?
Yeah.
So the theory part might be the one you are seeing somebody. I know some will say it's practical, but for me, I think the theory part is the one you see someone just, maybe talking and doing. You might not know why the person is using. You can't be, maybe the video you watched, the person used 2 fondants. 2 cups of flour and 2 egg and 1 egg and all of that. But you can't be doing 2 cups of flour every day. You understand my point? Or every time you want to make the cake, or especially if you want to make it commercial. You understand? You can't be making it like 2 cups of flour. You need to advance to maybe 3 cups. If the person needs a bigger size, if the person needs a smaller size, how many cups of sugar am I to use? What are the measurements and all of that? So I think sometimes we need a master knowledge. We shouldn't pour all our attention to social media. It enhances creativity, but in a way, it's just for the advancement of the idea. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah, I do.
So that's just it for me.
Okay, you're done with yours.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Okay, you see this social media, a lot gets their inspiration. For example, this something Got Talent, Nigeria Got Talent, Britain like that.
Okay.
A
Got
lot of
Talent.
people, a lot of people get inspired when they watch others perform on stage. Are you aware of that?
Of course.
Yeah. Some don't have the zeal to do it. They feel there's this thing called inferiority complex. They feel they can't do it, but there's how you see your mates doing that stuff, and you'll be like, I can. If she can do it, then I can do it also. And then you push yourself. That's the social media now, getting you inspired, right? That's the positive part of it, right? Getting you inspired to want to do something. And before you know it, you find yourself, that is if you have the zeal. Sometimes you have the zeal, but you don't show working. Okay, we have a call
there. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Peace of the Father, sir. How are you doing?
I think it's a sister.
Okay. Please, can you be louder enough? Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to you, ma. Please, let's hear your contribution.
That's me and Sister Ruth.
Okay.
I'm Mr. Gladys.
Oh,
I'm enjoying the topic. Yes.
thank you so much.
What social media has actually done
Okay.
concerning improving the knowledge of children.
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually has been done here. Creating awareness
Okay.
and getting children to up to date with many issues.
Okay.
But then we also need to be very careful.
Yeah.
We need to actually monitor the children for what kind of social media activities they're getting involved in.
Yeah.
So that is my actual advice
Okay.
to both parents those around them. But the children are learning a lot, and since the COVID period, so the kids are staying at home to learn. They use the computer to learn a lot, and I think the social media has actually done a lot in that aspect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, you too.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mommy Gladys.
Thank you for your contribution.
So, like
Exactly what you were saying.
Okay.
Social media has helped a lot. For instance, during COVID-19 is still on in in the Western world. Yeah, and you know, at some points, children were stopped from going to school, but they were still learning from home. How were they learning? Through computer. According to Mommy Gladys Onyabo, they were learning through computer. So it has really learnt a lot. Imagine that you don't have it, don't even know how to operate it.
Yeah.
How are you going to learn?
Yeah.
Nobody prays for such a thing, but it just came in. We thank the Father for everything. But it just came in, and people were still learning from home, and that is how it has really, helped enhanced creativity. They still learn, and still, aside from getting lectures from line or from online, after everything, I think they still use the same computer to browse to get more knowledge. Yeah, because sometimes I do that. I don't know for you. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, of course. I like that every time I go to social media to maybe like then when let's just say school section was still on and all of that. So you get to see they'll give you an assignments. So sometimes you don't even go to make researches in the library to maybe look at textbooks and all of that. What you just do is type it, put before everything will just come out.
Exactly.
Everything will just come out and you just come here.
Social media has also it has stopped a lot of students from buying textbooks. They no longer, and some lecturers are so aware of this, so they'll make it compulsory. In fact, that'll be your first test.
Do you know that the funniest part of my story is that one day, our lecturer caught us doing, like 5 of us doing the same work.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So he was like, how will 5 persons have the same idea? And there's something he's gotten from the net. Because there is this idea that whenever you go to a library, you make your own researches. No matter how your points may or your ideas may look similar. But the way and manner in which you represent it is very, very different.
Yes.
Do you know what that lecturer did? He said, from now henceforth, no matter where you intend to copy your assignment from, make sure you have an introduction. So that introduction now will now make him to understand that he didn't copy, like he didn't do a copy work or something. So it's so funny. So beloved viewer, just call in or you drop your comments on our YouTube platform. Let's hear your own side. Does social media kills creativity or it enhances creativity?
So, I also found myself in not actually me, but my classmates. We had this lecturer. Whenever he gives assignments, he'll tell you wherever you want to go on social media. As you're submitting, I will mention the site.
Okay.
As you're submitting, I will mention the site, and that is minus 20 marks. And you have to. He's saying that, and he's not even joking. He's not joking. He will actually mention the site you went to get the assignment. Why was he doing this? Because he wants people, the students, to buy textbooks. It has really made a lot to stop buying textbooks. And after doing that, in fact, some students were still doubting. It's not possible for him to mention, but he did. He did, and he minus 20 marks. What happened the next time? Everybody rushed. In fact, it was so. If you don't even go on time, I think you will not even have a copy.
Do you know that it's very appalling that they research this power, the research power in the youth? It has really, really reduced it. When we are looking at killing creativity, it has really, really reduced it. Because just like you said, they really do not buy textbooks again. Or sometimes go to the libraries, you sit down to read. Imagine giving us an assignment now, and a student will be like, what will I be doing when you can easily type into your Google, get your answers, and then submit. Whereas there's this joy when you know that you're actually the one the author of the writings, you are the one who you accumulated, other than the internet sources, you also accumulated a lot of ideas into you. You know so much because there's this spirit behind research. You tend to learn so much because the more you're reading or learning on your own about a particular thing, you end up seeing that you tend to gain more knowledge and you also see new ideas. You understand? But in a situation where, okay, if I want to build a house, you just go to maybe online, you watch a video, maybe you have the idea, the peripheral.
Do you think, wait, I understand where you are going to. That's not possible at all. Like, you're not an architect, you go and collect somebody's, no. It's not even possible.
But it might surprise you. A lot of people do that.
You can't do that. You're not a certified
But do you know
architect.
that when you log into YouTube, the idea of how, or the knowledge of how to build a house is inside.
Then you should start with your own. You shouldn't go and collect millions of naira. No. I won't even give you that.
That's
contract.
why we have some houses falling even after 3 years, because sometimes it's interesting that some of these people. Okay, looks like we have another call.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Morning Star Breakfast Show. Please, what's your name?
Good morning. My name is DB.
Okay.
You're welcome, DB. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have for us?
Okay, concerning the topic
Okay.
on the benefits of social media.
Okay.
For me, I think the benefits outweigh the disadvantage.
When it comes to enhancing creativity.
Yes, when it comes to enhancing it.
Okay.
Because everything that is created has its unique purpose.
Oh.
And however, it's being used, it's not the case.
Okay.
But for the, like I said earlier, the benefit is in outright the disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
With social media, a lot of things can be done from the comfort of your home.
Okay.
Yes, you can do a lot of things, and life has been made easier.
Okay.
So when you talk about creativity, you know, as youth, we are supposed to be innovative and supposed to be creative. So social media itself is already a creativity on its own.
Okay.
Because with social media, you can do a lot of things
Okay.
in your corner. So as you know, the problem we have in Nigeria on the unemployment we have, social media has been able to give youth opportunity to make money.
Okay.
You have advantages, like a typical example is affiliate network marketing.
Wow. Yeah.
Where you can actually sell
Advertise.
products.
Yeah.
Even when you don't own a product, you can go to a shop, see a product, snap the product, put it on your social media and sell it.
Yeah.
So you're a middleman who really don't own a product,
Okay.
but you're going to sell the product and make money from it.
Okay.
So people see the product on your status and like it. And even though you've not used any capital to buy the product, you understand what I mean? You didn't use any capital to buy the product. You just went to a shop, snap some product you saw, by a shop owner, just snap the product, and then someone sees it and says, okay, I'm interested in this. Say, for example, you bought the product for 5,000. You can sell it for 7,000
Yeah.
and make 2,000 without even investing any capital.
Capital.
Okay.
Without investing any capital, you make 2,000 naira. And then even on the social media, you can do a lot of things. I mean, it's a normal.
Yeah.
It's a normal, but our fear also is in as much as it has its advantage, it also comes with a lot of things, like what will happen with answer.
Wow.
Someone can just say somewhere and just come up with an hashtag, and regardless of what it really means, can reveal. You can see what is going on with the PDP.
Yeah.
What is that what's happening now?
Yeah.
A lot of youth are on the internet, they are seeing what's going on. And the power of social media is meant to push you to actually go out to get their PDP. So there's an education online where you can see from anywhere you are. So it's indeed countless.
Yeah.
It's countless. So far as you have content, you can see what is happening with skits that are going on everywhere. So far as you have content, At the end of the month, I'm seeing people who come up with, they make money from TikTok as well.
Yeah.
People earn as much as $100,000
Yeah.
without even being employed. Just sit in your house, come up with something creative, develop a content on it, and post on social media, and Facebook will pay you.
But what about the disadvantages?
And it takes off the burden from the government and the complaints that we usually have at the unemployment.
Okay.
You can be doing things and be getting money on your own.
Yeah.
Just like being creative.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hold on, she's still.
Okay.
Hello, DV, are you there?
Thank you so much, DV. She has really said a lot.
Yeah, but I also have a question for you. You did made mention of people staying at home, developing content, and being paid for your creativity. Well, how about those? You know, when you go online, you receive messages in your DMs like, "Have you heard of these? Have you heard of this? I actually tried it and it was good with me. I put in 20,000 naira and I got 40,000 naira." So you haven't talked about that. That's why I was asking the disadvantages of those things. You know, some go online to, you know, scam people and get money. A lot of people go there with genuine interest. Yeah, they go there, talk about their business ideas, business plans, you know, and have a business partner, and they work together and they generate money. But some go there with the interest of, you know, scamming
others.
Yeah, so Divine Vanguard, please, I would like you to talk about that also when you call us back. Or our YouTube platform is open. You can also drop a message.
You know, from what you're saying, like a lot of people, you have this genuine intention to perhaps learn something or to advertise something, and you end up seeing these fraudsters coming with this idea that if you like this, invest 10k to get 20k, invest 30k to get 50k, you understand? And at the end of it, you know that you as a youth, you are trying to do something to either attract more money, and you end up seeing yourself putting in your money into that business they are trying to advertise, not knowing that it's just to fraud you. You understand?
But as a wise
a
wise man, you have to think about it. What have you really done to deserve the put in 10,000 naira, invest 10,000 naira to get 20k or 30k? What have you really done? But when she talked about the content, it's okay. You actually stayed in the comfort of your home, created and created the content, you know, and posted it. And that's how some people get paid. Like, you know, she made mention of TikTok, Facebook, even Facebook, Instagram, people get paid for it. But what about the ones we find in our DMs every now and then? Invest this. Have you heard of some even like they'll take down some people's.
Do you know that it's a part of business as well?
Yeah, they actually know. That's fraud.
No, but let's look at it that way.
That is fraud. Yeah. That is fraud, and I don't buy.
No, actually, I'm not supporting that. Anyways, I'm not supporting because it's wrong, and these are still youth. Nigerian, oh, I'm sorry, but these are still youth doing this when you're supposed to advertise as in trying to help someone else to also get your own money and all of that. You are trying to fraud someone else, and you're saying it's creativity. That's what people do. They come up with that idea and said, okay, let's do this. Let's tell people you invest this and you get this at the end. They see it as creativity for them.
It is very, very bad.
Yeah, of course.
And they could be locked. They could be jailed.
Yes, that's where it kills creativity, because to them they feel like, because a lot of people feel like creativity is what you develop out of your mind. You understand? And then you see yourself coming up with such awkward idea to fraud another person. You know, money that you just had to sweat to get, and only for you to think that it's genuine, and you put your money in there. And someone once told me how he invested in this particular, still this online something, and although can you remember during that, is it BBN or something, that this thing that came in then, it was still from this online something before it's now shown up as if it's reality and all of that. So the person told me that he invested, it was a coursemate, he invested his school fee into that business. And this is somebody that is depending on his
I feel like
parents.
crying for such a person.
Seriously. He said he invested his school fee into that business. And expecting, was it 20% of the school fee? Like a double of that money.
Yeah.
That he was expecting 20% added to the school fee at the end of it. But you know what happened? Ask me if it actually came.
I already know the answer. It didn't work out.
So that's
So I would like to know if that person became a dropout or not. So yeah, he went to work to get back his school fee because you will not have.
That's no
you
way.
You won't have the mind, the guts to go and face your parents again and ask for another school fee. It's not even possible.
And how much was it up to 40,000 or something that he had to like let go like that, all in the expense that he'll be expecting 20% of it and all of that. So that's how some youth can be so funny that they tend to turn this creativity or social media into something else. It's wrong. Even not even just the youth, the adults. They turn this social media into a means to fraud others. But anyways, like the DV said that the benefits outnumbers the disadvantages.
Yeah.
But anyways, I also agree with her. Because like this business, I remember when this same thing, someone was like, must you look for a shop to keep a machine? You understand? The person was like, must you look for a shop to keep a machine?
A lot
or
of people
to buy?
do online things
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You go to WhatsApp, your WhatsApp statuses, like everybody is advertising, and people are making money.
Yes, they have a particular WhatsApp group where they invite their friends.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about what you ordered.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that.
I ordered this, but I got this.
Yes,
right?
yes, that's actually happened to me. So I learned greatly from it that I won't even want to try it. It's even better I go there and like
look at
what I want and get that particular thing.
Okay.
Online, no way.
So
having said that, let's look at the internet safety tips.
Okay.
Number one, we have here never agree to get together in person with anyone you meet online.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
A lot of people have met. Let me start with life partners. Some people agree to meet people online, you know, and
for marriage or something.
Yeah, yes, but it has also killed a lot of people.
Yeah. Of course.
You chat with somebody online, the person becomes very nice. It's all pretense, and then when you get to meet the person physically, it becomes something else. Ritualists are also online.
You know, someone once told me that he saw this, beautified makeup girl. I'm sorry to bring that up, but he saw this girl on internet, Facebook, and all of that. That the girl was looking so beautiful. You know, sometimes this makeup too that we learn, or we see somebody and we're like, wow, and all of that. So the way the girl was making up, looking so ravishing and everything, but the day he went to see the girl, he traveled down to where the girl was to see the girl. Guess what? He said he was just standing that far to see if that's the person. So he called the girl, only to.
I think the best thing there is just be natural. Stop rubbing things that doesn't bring glory to the Father. Be natural. It's beautiful. We are natural, just the way God created us. So having said that, let's go back to what we're discussing. Like agreeing to meet, not agreeing to never agree to meet people online. Yes, that's helped a lot, and it has sent a lot to their early graves. And also, a lot of people have done businesses. You come together, and the person, because I've seen a lot of people, agree. They chat online, they agree, and they become great business partners. It helps in it has its advantages and also its advantages. So in this way, I think you just have to pray to God. God, please, I want to do business. Please, this person I'm meeting, I hope that is God sent. Please stay with me. So we have another one. Don't fill in a profile that asks for your name and address. That is what some Yahoo does online.
Okay.
They'll come up with a certain scripts. Fill in your even messages. Fill in. I can't even remember. I can't even count the number of messages I get. Fill in it's confidential.
Okay.
Let's have your BBN.
Okay.
If you try it, if
they'll
you
hack
try
your
it,
account now.
aside from hacking, they'll just empty your account. If there is anything there, it will be emptied. Yes, so do not pay attention to all those messages that says fill in this. It's very, very confidential. Don't do this, don't do that. It's very, very bad.
Yeah.
You know, I was even talking to my family the other day about it. Like, I was on it when a message came in.
Okay.
And the message came in, it was not even up to 5 or 10 seconds. A call came in. Are you Miss Ruth? This, that, your account is having some issues. Kindly, we just sent you a message now.
Kindly return the mail.
I just said, Even I said, the amount of abuses I got. What is, you're mad, you're this.
Are you serious?
You really,
With someone you don't even know.
Yeah. That's how it is. So if you receive any message like that, fill in this, fill in that, do not pay attention. Otherwise, everything is going.
Okay.
So again, we also have use only a screen name and don't share passwords. Exactly. Do not share password with people you don't know, because they'll use that same password to get all your information on your screen. Yeah, you don't know somebody, you want to like share everything about you with you. Like, how well do you know that person? How well do you know that person? So social media itself sometimes is all about scam. Nobody is coming to social media to post his or her downfall. Are you aware of that? Yeah, we only post results, you know, and sometimes the result could be fake. Fake life here and there. The result could be fake. Then we also have don't give anyone your personal, all the name, address, information about your family. Yes, some people could go there and ask for your family information. You know that family information. Like how many of you how many people do you have in your family? Yeah, what? Let me give a brief story. I think there was this girl that was caught outside her home. It was just at 7:30 p.m. Yes, in the night, p.m. So she was called by one car, somebody in the car, and asked of something. Does your mom have money?
Wow.
Yes, and it was not ordinary.
It
was not ordinary. Does your mom have money? She quickly said yes, because she was not by herself. Immediately she went, they gave her a piece of paper. Please, we are looking for this address. The moment she grabbed that paper, I think she lost her mind, and then they told her, okay, we are waiting for you, go and bring the money.
But that wasn't true the net now.
So what?
That wasn't true on social media.
It was physical.
Okay.
So let me share a brief story. It was it was physical.
Okay.
Then she went back to the house, got it was 45,000 naira. Yeah, her mom sells fish and the rest in the market. And that was what she realized on that day. She went, carried everything. She almost lost her life that day. Because the moment she handed over the money, she regained her senses, and then her mom fainted. When she realized that the money had gone, she fainted, and they started running helter-skelter looking for a way to revive her. That's another thing. Do not give out to your family. In fact, if she was even inside, I don't think that would have happened, you know, because she was asked to go in, was just receiving fresh air, and that's happened. To
add to that safety tips as well, I think don't always go for advertised job through internet. You understand? Like sometimes you log into the Facebook, they'll say so and so company is looking for so person with this criteria and all of that, and being that you are so eager to get a job, and you feel like since it's social media that it's nice, and that it's the right thing to do and all of that, and you end up getting the address and going to that particular place, and the end of it, you see that some of them get killed at the end of it. It's still this killing aspect we're talking about. So you should not always try to avoid it. You know, it all boils down to creativity. People can be so creative in in very awkward, diverse way. You know, and you end up going there, and just like a story that once happened or something and all of that, and you end up seeing yourself being a victim of circumstances. So avoid it. While you're using the social media to either post your work or to post what you're good at and all of that, also you have to be wise. Try to avoid all these posted jobs online. It's very, very, that particular thing is taking a toll on our youth now.
Yeah.
You understand? Why I'm saying so is I've tried to should I say I've been in that situation once, where then you saw a posted thing that is so and so company and the name will be so juicy enough,
Yeah.
and you feel like the job is real, and they say so and so company is looking for people with these capabilities and all of that, and I end up checking out and all of that, but at the end I found out that it was false. You understand?
If
So
it is even false, it's even better than
If-
going there to meet some ritualists.
ask me how the building was. A very tall, erected building that if you enter there, before you could come out, and if you are success, you are should I say, if father should stand by you, and you're able to come out from that place, next time you will not even want to cross where that building is. So you see, all these things we need to be careful. Because this creativity, people can be so creative. Just like you see people trying to be creative in making cake, trying to be creative in making clothes, trying to be creative. People can also be so creative in also trying to deceive others.
I think if you're desperately in need of something to do and you see something, some of them can be genuine, yes. So you have to inform somebody before
Okay.
leaving the house.
Okay.
Inform
Yeah,
2 or 3 people, and do not go alone. Go with somebody.
Okay.
Go with like at least two people. Want to accompany you in, and the
Yeah.
other one to be outside in case anything happens. You get, and just to be keeping in touch with you through chats. Are you okay? Is it going well?
Yeah.
And also let somebody from home know that this is where you're going to. Don't just like leave your house. Because if anything happens, nobody knows.
Yeah.
You don't think you eloped with somebody, right?
Yeah.
So you have to, like, as a girl, they'll think you eloped. So if you have any job appointment like that, you need to let people know where you are going to, so that in case anything happens, because the world of now today is something else. We are just living by the special grace of God. So if you have received a call like that, or you see some people even write it on the streets, something needed for immediate employment.
Yeah.
Yes. It's some of them are genuine, some are not. We've seen on the internet how a lot of youths lost their lives, because they were looking for delivery. So please, if you're going to any job interview, endeavor to let somebody, at least 3 people, know where you're going to, and your family member, to be precise, so that there will be nothing like justice for justice for this, justice for that. Okay, let's quickly stroll to our chats. Coming from Otu Inuk, it says, "Thank you, Father. I'm glad it's on Yabo. Happy weekend to you all. Kudos to Starcross TV for keeping us abreast of events and issues around the world." From Michael Ken, "Thank you, Father." Again from Gladys Onyabo. She says, "Very interesting and informative topic. Well done, Sister P. Smith and Sister Ruth Abu.
Thank you.
AKA Authentic Ruth.
Thank you.
Starcross is simply the best religious TV station. Yeah, it is and will always be.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your messages. Coming up next is Father's address during the Abbas International 43rd anniversary flag off. So we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Starcross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reach.
Oh, 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 hey, hey. 3 happy cheers to the Holy Spirit. Scholars of the New Kingdom, it is with unspeakable joy in my heart that I bring to you in abundance the profound blessings, peace, and perpetual joy that comes only from the Supreme Celestial Force and supernatural teacher, leader Olumba Olumba Obu, who has appeared this day in the image of his dear son, His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu, to purify and empower you for onward progress and spiritual abundance in his new kingdom. Indeed, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the International President, PCS Ekumango, members of the executive, and all children of God to my divine presence as we flag off the celebration of the 43rd anniversary of the Association of Brotherhood Academic Scholars, ABBAS. I wish to inform you all that the joy you have expressed this morning through songs and dance before the throne of the living God and the greatest scholar has been accepted as a sacrifice of peace and has brought you blessings of prosperity, heavenly riches, and eternal salvation upon you and your entire family. In the name of His Holiness, Olumba, Olumba, Obu. Each time this council of intellectuals gather in praise and worship of the Ancient of Days, the heavens are full of joy because members of this association represent the victory of God's divine wisdom over man's unproductive philosophies and sacrilegious theories. 43 years ago, it pleased the supernatural teacher to divinely establish this fellowship of erudite scholars and empowered you with his recondite teachings to carry the light of the kingdom and the glorious truth from God to the world in line with his divine mission of returning humankind to the perfect state of nature, which was in the beginning. The Holy Father selected you and gave you the right of association as his own scholars and as a people representing the intellectual arm of his kingdom, with a mandate to show the light of his teachings to the world, thus making you chosen vessels for global evangelism, for which you are celebrating today. This is a task great in magnitude and loaded with beautiful and everlasting reward, as it is written in the book of Romans chapter 10 verse 15, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things in the name of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Abu. My dear scholars, the theme of your celebration this year readily gives an insight into the purpose for which you were given the right of association and points to the task that lies ahead of you. Consequently, in line with their mandate, I have a new task and role for you, which I will reveal to you when you gather here for your grand finale. Hence, I call on all my Abbasites to turn up for this week's celebration and hear directly from me. I have blessed this week for you. I say, I have blessed this week for you all your evangelical programs, visitations, international congress, the commissioning of Project Abromco, inauguration of ABBA Scholarship Board, rededication of Campus Fellowship, launching of ABBA's Universal Scholarship Funds, and all the programs outlined for the week have been blessed. All those that will support this week and also participate in this event shall have great testimonies. As for all my Abbasites who will travel down to take part in this event, I've already issued instruction to the keepers of the windows of heaven, heavenly blessings, to release unto you all the material and spiritual resources needed to take part in this event. I hereby instruct all spirits and operating forces of evil to stay clear of my children. as they travel from all parts of the world to take part in the 43rd edition of Abbas International Week celebration. Having accomplished all things and have blessed this week for you, I, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, hereby declare the 43rd Abbas Week anniversary open. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, let the celebration begin. I assure you that this week's celebration will bring unceasing joy, grace, and blessings upon all my Abbasites and unlock the treasures of peace, love, prosperity to the entire brotherhood world. In the name of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Abu, let my peace and blessings remain with you all for now and evermore. Thank you, Father. I say thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. 3 happy cheers to the Holy Spirit. Okay. It is now outing. This outing will take you to the Microfinance Bank roundabout. You turn there and enter 26 and back. Do it well, oh. If you do it well, Father is going to use this outing to end the ASU strike. And make sure you come back, because your feast will be waiting for you. In the power of His Holiness Olumba Olumba Abu.
Amen.
Now and forevermore.
Amen.
Outing.
Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Papa say waiting I don't give, I don't give. Today I give you the golden key of life.
Waiting I don't write, I don't sign.
Oh.
Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Waiting I don't give, I don't give. Today I give you the golden key.
I say waiting I don't write, I don't sign them, don't sign up. Waiting I don't write, I don't sign up, don't sign up. Waiting I don't give, I don't give. Today I give you the golden key of life.
Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Waiting I don't give, I don't give. Today I give you the golden key.
Today, not today. Today, a day of joy, a day of peace, a day of blessings, a day of joy. I waiting, I don't give. Today I give you the golden key of life.
Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Waiting I don't write, I don't sign. Waiting I don't give, I don't give. Today I give.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Thank you so much, beloved Father, for your divine blessings during the Abbas Week flag off. And of course, they're celebrating their 43rd anniversary. And it's still the Abbas Week this week. It's filled with so much fun, so much activities. And if you are not there during the flag off, I think you missed a lot. But try not to miss tomorrow being Saturday, because there's so much of jam-packed activities to be carried out tomorrow. And welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. And in case you're just tuning in, you are onto the Morning Star Breakfast Show, and it has been lively, so much because we talked about an interesting topic that is surrounding the youth, which is, does social media kills creativity or it enhances creativity? And I am P. Smith. And of course, I'm not here alone, but still with Sister Ruth Obu, looking authentic all the time.
So about the Abbas Week, if you're not an Abbasite, you're missing.
No.
And if you were once an Abbasite, remember that
you're still an Abbasite.
Yeah, once an Abbasite forever. So you have to. This our anniversary is for everybody. In fact, as far as you attended nursery school, secondary school, tertiary, you are an Abbasite. So this anniversary is for all of us. We are all students.
Of course. Do you know that before I entered university and all of that, I used to ask people, during that time, because I used to see the Abbas activities going on and all of that. So I used to ask them. People that are older than me then. I asked, this Abbas as a whole, the Abbas Fellowship, does it only involve the tertiary schoolers, like people who are in the universities and all of that? So the information I got, I don't know, maybe you can still tell us more, because I might know, someone out there may not know. That is it just all about the the university, that is the tertiary people, or it involves everyone as long as you are a student and you are a youth?
Okay, first and foremost, we have Jabas, that is the junior Abbasites.
Wow.
Then we also have the Abbas.
Okay.
Abbas, that's the tertiary institution. Yes, this Abbas now, has to do with the junior Abbasite, which means as far as you are in secondary school, yes, you are an Abbasite. You are entitled to join the fellowship.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. We have Jabas and we have Abbas. So it's for everybody. In fact, is there anybody here that are not going to school? Everybody. So you are an Abbasite. And I really thank the Father. I want to really thank the Father for that wonderful address. Yeah. And we do believe that through that outing that was embarked, that
is that 43rd anniversary, right?
Yeah, 43rd anniversary. Yeah, that the strike has been, in fact, I believe that the strike has been called off already.
Wow. Yeah. So, what interests me so much? Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for calling, and welcome to Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Yeah, this is David Ayesa, brother David Ayesa.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to the wild. I want to appreciate the Father for the wonderful program ongoing.
Okay.
I do want to thank the Father for this wonderful week. This is the Abbas week, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I thank the Father for all the Abbas sites in the entire world.
Yeah.
I pray the Father to strengthen them. That we bring so much in the kingdom. Trying to propagate the Father's words, the Father's teachings in all news and credits of the world. As the scholars, they do so well. The executives, I pray the Father will continue to strengthen them, equip them with the financial and the spiritual resources needed to do this work.
Yeah.
In the name of holiness of the man above.
Amen.
All Abbasite and all the caring Abbasite, a wonderful and blessed week.
Amen. Thank you.
And forevermore.
Amen.
That was a good one.
TV, management and staff also doing wonderful work, making also the abreast of the happenings to the kingdom. Starcroft has really been rebranded.
Thank you,
Father, for this.
Thank you so much.
So I, in the mighty name and power of our Lord, is in the of the Father, for
Amen.
and forevermore.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was a good one from you. Yeah, Father has really blessed and opened. He has declared the week open already. That is why everything has been going on very smoothly. Because if God says go, all is well. Who can say no Nobody.
Do you know that after the father's the announcement and after the outing and all of that, do you know that same day, was it that same day, 2 days after that day, I heard that the a message online that the ASU strike will soon be called off.
Exactly.
As pronounced by one
you
of
have
the...
to obey the
Yeah. And this is something that so many people have been so anticipating before and all of that. But just after the father's pronouncement, I heard ASU strike will soon be called off.
Exactly.
And the meeting is to be held. Is it this Friday or so? But I think so. Our father is always so loving and caring to us all. But Sister Ruth, I'm not gonna leave you because you must make justice to the question we were talking about.
Okay,
You can't boycott the topic.
It's okay, we got to the task.
So, beloved viewer, before we went on that short break, we were still discussing or we were having a discussion on does social media kills creativity or it enhances creativity. And so far, so many people have called to give their own views, and others have dropped text and all of that. And we're still waiting for your own comments. Please, this thing has to do with everyone. Your opinion matters. It will help someone out there. So everyone, so we shouldn't feel like everyone is an island of knowledge.
Yeah,
no one.
Of knowledge.
So like let's just, because we are talking about the benefit.
Okay.
Let's look at the disadvantages. Okay. Because one of the disadvantages I've come to see is that it facilitates laziness in youth. I've seen that a lot. We get to see, like we were saying, like it's not all about the poor research capacity, or should I put it that way, that poor research strength and all of that. Like you no longer go to the library. So many aspects you get. Even at home, you see all the time.
Hey goodness, if you see somebody, if I want to describe it, it's as if like your hand is now a tree, and then the roots, you know, has really engulfed the phone, and you cannot detach your hand from the phone. It's so glued to it. That's how I can define it. That's how I can define it. Some people, when they hold their phone, it's so hard for them to get detached. As in, they cannot for any reason except that phone goes off. So I think that's one of the disadvantages, or you won't get to do other things. I think if you're using it for business, if you're getting paid for it, you should have a routine. You should have a to-do list and time attached to it. Okay, from so time I'll be online doing this. I also have other things to achieve, right? Once the time elapses, no matter what happens, that is where discipline comes in. Because if you are doing these online businesses, and if you're doing online businesses, another thing that will happen is, as you are online, messages will come in. And you may not want to ignore. But some people are so disciplined enough not to respond to, because it is not time for chit-chat. It is time for business. But some people are not that disciplined to ignore some messages. But then again, if you're that kind of person, I think you should have a to-do list with time attached to them. So that from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. This is what you're going to be doing. From 9:30 to maybe 10:30. This is what you're going to be. You should also have a free period. You should be disciplined enough. Like if you're using this phone for business, you shouldn't stay on phone from morning till night. And
some of these youths, even when you go to their house,
it becomes very hot, and when it's about to, for those that have power bank, they connect it and
sometimes they'll even tell you, I'm busy. What are you busy doing? Nothing. It's just to be either maybe chatting or watching some crazy movies, playing games and all of that. Even the creativity, not even enhancing it. Like maybe learning new ideas, new knowledge and all of that. So it's one of the advantages, that laziness. And sometimes another aspect of the disadvantages is it kills this family bond. Still from that aspect of this this laziness, it kills family bond. You get to see that maybe a group of family that are just sitting and watching TV, maybe that's family time. And you see one of your brothers or sister just somewhere pressing phone, isolating his or herself. You understand?
It's very bad in the sense that, for example, you are a family, like, okay, you make mention of family, it kills family bond, right? For example, you are a mother, you're this type that is so glued to your phone. You may not have time to attend to your child. For example, your child is sick or something, you should be able to look at your child's face and tell when that child is happy or not. But when you're so glued to your phone, how on earth will you know? And sometimes that child will even come to you, mommy, daddy, this is how I'm feeling, or I want this, because you're so glued. I'm coming. Okay, I'll attend to you soon. You know, that is how it kills family bond. And sometimes it might lead to something very dreadful, because you don't know how intense what that child came to tell you is, and you just ignore it and allow it to, our people will say water pass guy and allow the water to overshadow the guy, and then you will start regretting. And that thing you were pressing on your phone will not, if it has to do with life, will not bring back that person's life. So I think there should be a limit to everything we do. Even this social media stuff, there should be a limit to it. Sometimes you don't even have to, like, for example, in our kingdom, during if you're having some hours with the father, like fasting to say, it's not even advisable to even pick up your phone. In my own understanding, you might not be the same way with you. You might want to ping, that's what keeps you going. It might not work out the same way, but I feel you should stay away from it. Like, keep it and have a full time, right? Have a full time with God, and meditate when necessary. Just give him all the time. Leave the phone. But some people, no way.
So that's a very, very, it's really, really something that we need to really talk about when it comes to that time. Like you said, try to be disciplined. When it's time for family, then you concentrate with your family, and not all the time you are always pressing. And especially most of us that we are saying we are doing online business. It's good though, but like you said, always be disciplined. Okay, from this time or to this time, I can be attending to my clients. You understand? Then from this time, I think when it's time for families, you have your family.
I have one of our lecturers.
Okay.
Came to the class and told us once that all these things we are doing, always pressing our phones, in his house is different. You know what he does? Once you come back home, being you, his wife, children, you keep your phone. Your phone is
far away from me.
Far away. If he catches you with the phone, it's as if you've really committed sin. He wants that bond in the family. Everybody's phone is so far away. Once you enter the house, your phone is far away. You don't. When everybody's in the house, you don't ping your phone. You discuss with your brother, sister, you watch television. But this pinging, he says it's like separates the family, tears the bond, so it does not allow any of his children to ping. When you go out, you can ping, but when you come back to the house, it's a dying rule. You cannot touch your phone.
Discipline, man. That's discipline. So another aspect, So another aspect, still following these disadvantages, that I also want us to talk about is this decrease in face-to-face communication skills. I mean, what I mean by that is some of us that that DV called us to say you can advertise your work online. You don't need to get to shop and all of that, and you just like you said, this is what I got and I paid for, and this is what I got and all of that. And you tend to see that most of these people, they don't really go out to associate. I don't know, but some, because of this indoor business kind of, they don't really. Do you know that there's this sense of development whenever you get to meet someone? You get to talk to someone about your business, or someone comes into your shop, tends to maybe, or let's just look at it. If everyone were to do online business, so who would be the office workers? But you now understand understand me I'm treating to. I'm not saying it's wrong though, because I do the same. Like I try to publicize, advertise what I have and online and all of that. But let's also not just be tied to our house. Let's try to move. Like, get close to people out there,
Socialize.
Yeah, socialize.
When you socialize, the more you socialize, the more you build yourself up.
Yes, but someone will tell you that socialization can also be gotten through online. where you get to chat with a lot of people, you get to meet a lot of people.
Watch how people communicate.
Yeah, you watch how people communicate, and no, sometimes like watching online. So, but there's this, this direct. That's why I use the word face-to-face communication skill. There's this direct feelings and emotions whenever you're communicating. You get to sharpen your own understanding or knowledge about it. But you see, because of this, everything is now online. We don't even go to maybe sit to learn the master knowledge. You understand? We are just so engulfed with this. Okay, I can learn from online whatever I need. You understand all those kind of points and all of that. So it's really, really one thing we need to address. Like, you that is advertising your business online, you have to always like try to get to meet people physically as well. You get, even try to get a job or something as well. Just look at the other side of life. You understand?
Yeah.
The money will come also through online, like we said before. But you also need this aspect. And another thing is this low self-esteem people get, because sometimes you tend to, maybe you see people's work online and you feel like you're not good enough. You understand?
And if I want to talk about that, I would ask such a one to trust in his or her little beginning.
Yes.
Because there is always a first step to everything.
Yes.
You cannot just wake up and start from threshold 10. You have to begin with 1. In fact, in counting, you have to begin with 1 to get to 10. So do not hate your little beginning. You have to start from somewhere. If you're online, you see that your mate is really doing well. That mate of yours started from somewhere. And also bear in mind that it could be scam. Fake life is everywhere. It's especially in internet now. A lot of people are living fake lives. Fake lives here and there. So trust yourself. You can do it. Do not go and watch somebody's picture or business and think, God is not good with me. God is good with everybody.
That is always one thing that makes people feel like they can do more. You understand? Because in a situation where you see someone doing this particular thing, or like this thing I keep telling you about. I once while I was looking at the tutorials online, I get to see that I saw so many designs. You understand? So many designs, like professional designs. And I was like, when will I learn this thing to be this professional at this point that I can make this? You understand my point? So I was, that kind of inferiority complex now came into me. I was like, I don't have to give it a try. I already killed that intention I had, the first intention I had. I already killed it because I was like, I might not be this good at some point.
You also know that you learn by making mistakes. Sometimes you learn from your own mistakes. Sometimes you learn from other people's mistakes. So I feel if you put your mind to it, you will do it. But at first, that first stage, you make a lot of mistakes, and that will lead to your doing the right things. So sometimes you don't have to look at something and just jump into conclusion. Oh no, I can't do this thing. I already know myself. I can't do it. You need to have that confidence. Yes, I can do it. Then also bear in mind that you make mistakes. You make mistakes before getting to perfection.
Some people don't even believe that you can make mistakes to get it right. Because someone once said that if you are always trying to aspire for the right all the time, you will never learn faster and you will never go beyond what you have learned, because sometimes the mistakes and failures we make will make you to learn possible means to upgrade and grow higher. You understand? But in a situation where you feel like you cannot, man, it's wrong. So let's look at another disadvantage, because this social media aspect has caused. Yes. Another thing is this hurting people's image or feelings. You're trying to be creative. And then, these people that call themselves social media bloggers. Have you heard about that? You tend to publicize wrong information about people.
I feel they get paid for it. They get paid heavily.
But I know they get paid heavily trying to get false information, or sometimes they feel is the right information. But at the end, you are hurting someone's image. you are killing another person's image. Imagine.
They're doing their work. They're doing their job, sir.
Oh, you now believe that they are doing their job?
No, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
We're talking about creativity. And I remember when we first started, you said even these Yahoo boys, they are using their creativity wrongly.
Okay.
So I also feel these bloggers are also being creative. You know, aside from being creative, they're also paid to do what they are doing.
As a child of God, let me just take it to because we are doing religious and this thing here. But let's look at the religious aspect. It's wrong. That kind of, it's wrong, hurting, like tarnishing someone else's image. It's wrong. You are not trying to be creative in any way. No, look at it now. You publicize wrong information, you spread wrong information, and you're telling me that you're trying to be creative. In what aspect?
I feel it's wrong.
It's wrong. Don't feel it.
No, you accept that.
No. At this scenario, you have to agree with me.
Okay.
It's wrong. You are hurting someone's image. Because by the time, like they said, rumor spreads faster. Okay. You understand? By the time.
And how do you know that the person's image is being tarnished?
Yes,
it's social media. Everything emanated from there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you know that the bloggers are spreading false rumors?
You are trying to make me agree to your point.
No, I'm not.
Anyways, it's still from the social media.
So you believe the right one, but you don't believe the wrong. You think everything that comes to social media is right?
I can't say it's right. That's why we are saying you are hurting people's feelings. Because there's this scenario once when there's this information that was trending about this particular lady, and then she came out to say that it was a false information. That perhaps you might have spotted one or two actions from her without knowing the reason behind the action, and now you go through, because that's the fastest means to spread information to the world. You now go to social media and publicize this information. At the end, this thing is wrong. Up to 1 million. Imagine imagine the number of people that goes through or watches social media, Facebook and all of that at a second or at an hour and all of that. You get to see that almost 1 million or 1.1 or trillion of people have seen this information, and at the end the person is coming to say that please, the information was wrong and all of that. But
where was it let out in the first place?
That's the social media, the bloggers' work now.
Like for example, now in your personal life, it's not everything you let out to the public. Okay. How was it let out?
Let's understand your point. Let's look at these celebrities kind of people.
Okay.
They have these should I say hidden people or spies that maybe goes around them to get one or two information. Sometimes they may not want to publicize or come to social media and type or show themselves doing this particular thing, and there's someone watching them from afar and publicizing that. You understand? You're calling yourself a blogger, and at some process you have tarnished that person's image. I know it's true.
But the blogger will not come up with a fake news. It's something. It's reality.
Looks like you are one of the bloggers.
I'm not a blogger.
No, because
I'm not a blogger. For crying out loud.
Because you're trying to support them.
I'm not. I'm not supporting
them.
I'm simply saying the truth here.
Okay.
Yes, because if you go out and live.
I'm listening.
Okay. The bloggers are not wrong. They are simply doing their jobs.
Okay.
Yeah? They are doing their jobs. They go out, get news, and they post it, and it goes round simultaneously. That's why billions of people will get the same news. And if you keep your personal life secret, private, yes, it will not go out. But what you want out is what you let out. You get.
Okay.
You cannot give out what you don't have. That is what he or she wants. That's why the bloggers are there to help spread it. You cannot tell me that inside your house, like the food you eat, and if you don't snap it like this and post on social media, people will not know what you get.
I rest my case, ma.
No, let's talk about
I rest my case. Okay, let's still look at other disadvantages of the social media.
Now, do you agree that bloggers are simply doing their jobs?
I can't agree with you, man.
And because of them, we get a lot of news. We get a lot of news.
Like I said earlier, I rest my case.
Okay.
So another disadvantages of the social media is it causes distraction.
Okay.
Yes, distraction. Like in a situation where you're trying to give your full attention to this particular thing, or maybe you're working, or maybe let's just say to us that is maybe working in an office and all of that, and you see yourself maybe doing this particular thing, and just before you know it, before the next second you feel like, oh, I posted this particular thing, let me see how many likes, how many comments, how many viewers.
Some people post more views.
Yeah. And let me see how many likes, how many views, and you were doing something, but because of that, let me see how many views I have. Let me see. So you end up seeing yourself being distracted, and the next thing you see your boss coming to, where's the work I gave you? That's if you know.
Another disadvantage of what you just said is being in a workshop.
Okay.
In a workshop.
Okay.
Yeah, people are upstanding, saying some important things.
Okay.
And you are so glued to your phone. But you actually left your house for that particular reason. You want to learn, right? To absorb. You have some knowledge. But when you get there, something, in fact, the social media will so distract you that from start to finish, you will not get anything. So if I'm advising, I would say, if you're going out for events like workshops, like you should silence your phone. In fact, put it on do not disturb. Because you're actually going out for an important something, and put it in your bag so that you can learn. Because there is no way you can be multitasking.
Sure.
You're reading this and you're listening. It's only God that multitask that way successfully. We can all attest. But you cannot do it successfully. If you're being called out now to say one or two from the last speaker, you won't be able to say one thing. You can only say the things you were doing on phone, because that's your whole attention was channeled to. So I think when you're going out for events, like now this is Abbas week, a lot will be done. And when you are there, try to keep your phones away from you. So that you, especially during the talk show, keep your phones away so that you learn. We learn every day. Even the professors are still learning. So try to keep your phones away. Even if you want to take some pictures to post online, you should do that very briefly and put away the phone so that you will learn. So that's the distraction you made mention. One of the disadvantages. That is how it has really killed some youths' creativity or knowledge. When they go out to learn, they go there and take the road, not take the wrong road. Yes, that's how it affects them. So let's look at the next one.
So I think another aspect is, although we have talked about that, this we talked about that, this skewed image, self-image, kind of low self-progression and all of that. So I think, just like the DV said, the benefits outnumbers the disadvantages. But in all, I think we ought to always try to know what is right to do at the right time. If you don't put so much interest in what is not, or what you know that will affect what you are doing at the minute, and you have to always, if it's time for this, you do it. If it's not time for this, and if you're trying to learn, you have you read bite-sized books. Also, there are some information. Someone once said that not all the informations you get online are right. You get. There are some information as a student or as a researcher and all of that. You have to always get your information right. Sometimes the internet might not give you all that. You have to also go bite-sized books, look at them, read, try to advance more. If you want to learn catering, while you're also watching from your net how to do catering, you can also go for a class, a face-to-face communication or learning, face-to-face learning. You have to have that also, because it adds to your advancement as well. You have the face-to-face learning. If you want to learn how to make shoes, you also, while you are also doing it online, you have to also go and also have the face-to-face knowledge as well, so that at the end there are things you may not know just looking at. Okay, imagine you are looking at a video of how somebody is putting 1 + 1 = 2 + 2. You understand all those? But when you are sitting with somebody, okay, he or she will tell you 1 + 1 = 2, and you ask, how does it equals to 2?
Yeah.
You understand? And you get your reply at that moment.
Yeah.
Some of these online teachings and all of that,
You would have immediate reply.
yes, you don't. So you just get to see someone mixing this and that, and when you were supposed to ask, you don't know. So I think this face to face, let's why the social media is helping us to be creative. Let's also add to the creativity. You understand?
Yeah.
Go out there, get idea, get knowledge, advance yourself, be more better. Don't feel low, or maybe this person is doing better, I can't do better, or this work, who will like my, sometimes
It really brews a lot of
sometimes you post,
self-esteem.
sometimes you post to work and maybe you get a few. There's this video I got, a girl, I think from the way I saw her cutting tailoring process, and I was like, maybe she really do not know that much, you understand? But in the comment section there, someone was like, as in criticizing, you understand?
Yeah.
Then tell me, if I have the power to do it tomorrow, maybe I know I'm not as good as others, I might feel lesser to take my work online. You understand? But in that scenario, let's not always feel that lesser. Always try to aspire more. Just like Sister Ruth said, you should always know that you can make a mistake to keep going higher. Learn from your mistakes. Don't just make the mistakes and just relax and
say,
feel like
you can't do better.
Yes,
you can do better.
Yes, and feel like you can't do better. Another thing is, if you are trying to maybe promote your business and all of that, don't just use a business that will help other people to fall. Yes.
Like e.g.
Perhaps no, it's not the blog.
You want to take us back to bloggers?
No. The investment kind of this thing and all of that.
Okay.
So don't do a business, don't advertise business that will make others to fall or make others to cry out there. If you're advertising, try to know that your business should help others to either buy from you, to also help you advertise outside there and all of that. And also try to be more creative. If you want to, maybe you want to advertise about shoes and all of that, or you have a shoe to sell, or you have clothes to sell, try to modernize it. Yeah, try to. If you know you want to sew this particular cloth, and somebody gave you a work, say, please, I need, like you ask for something and you got another thing. Try
never forget it.
Yes. Try to make sure that you know what you want, you are offering out there.
Yeah.
You understand? You know what you're offering out there. If you are giving a cloth to sew, try your best. Do your best. Take your time. Make it look right. Because from that one person, another person will give you the same, or perhaps another contract and all of that and all of that. So try to, spice up your business, like I said. So I don't know if
yeah, it has also sent a lot to their early graves. I know I had already mentioned but
that.
This one comes in a different angle.
Okay.
Some people feel depressed upon watching some people's successes online.
Yeah.
They forget that most of the successes are not really successes. In fact, they are fake. So they just sit back and like, at my age, I haven't acquired anything. At my age, I've not had this, I've not had that. I have seen a lot of cases online where some people, commit suicide because they couldn't achieve a certain goal in life, and as they advance in age, they feel very depressed that a lot of people are making it. Look at that person, she has this, she has that. Does that person serve another God, or we are all serving one God? And why have I not reached the same goal? Hey, I would like at this point now remind you that there is time for everything, right? Yeah, the world rotates. There is time for everything. As it is rotating, it's reaching your turn, and it's a table turns, right? Yeah. When it is your time, nothing will ever stop it. Nothing will stop. So while you're waiting, be prayerful. Right? Be prayerful. Do not jealous. Don't jealous anybody. Like, that person has this, I don't have. No, wait for your time, and do not watch some pictures online and feel, oh, that person is really doing well. Have you tried to see the person physically? So, some are not really living the kind of lives they live on social media. They only go there to show off, and feel among. They feel Sister A is doing, so why can't I do it? Some even borrow the clothes they wear. They borrow everything, and you are there, you have everything. You own everything, and you are still depressed on top because of someone else's fake life. It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so.
Of
course, to be contented with what you have. And do not even put your mind to the things you see on social media. I know it's really helping. A lot of people are learning, they're getting ideas and making money. But sister, brother, it's not everything.
One after the other.
It's not everything you see online that you believe, or some are scam. Yeah, they are scam.
So another thing about this social media is that the children. The children, the disadvantages is the young ones we have at home. Sometimes, you know, we earlier made mention of that, but we did not like talk about it in verse and all of that. So sometimes you see these little children, they have this phone, and this phone should be used as a means to maybe learn and all of that, just like we are talking, but you end up seeing them watching videos or picture that they should not.
Okay, like they leave what they go to the adult side.
Yes, adult side. And some of these children, in the time, following that idea of creativity, you see them posting. You know, he said, I'll get likes.
I think that is where they should be on close supervision. Yes, the parents should be on
I think they did even make, Mommy Gladys made mention of that.
They should be, don't just give them the phone and allow them to, you know, be on the phone for 24 hours. From time to time, go, like, pay them a surprise visit. Yeah, surprise them, check on what they are doing. And there's how you can go to someone's phone and check what the person browsed earlier on. You know, go check so that you know what your child is doing and what the child is not doing. That's how to keep close watch.
But sometimes you see these children, we see parents just leaving. There's this book I read once, Still for This Child Upbringing and all of that, and they were like, sometimes when you see your children in closed doors, you sometimes give them a surprise, like you're saying. You just knock and enter their rooms. Do you know that there are some people that don't even enter their children's room?
I know.
No,
I know.
They don't even enter their children's room. They just leave them, and the next thing, you don't know what the children is watching. They'll say it's the environment, but sometimes even the phone, the social media thing you think that should be learning from, they're busy watching things they're not supposed to watch. Posting things they're not supposed to post.
It's okay to teach your child how to operate a cell phone, how to operate computer, but they should be on close supervision. Do not let them. Because sometimes they will need it. Like it's not. They say no knowledge is wasted. Teach them because sometimes it will be useful to them. In case any emergency arises, it will be helpful to them. But do not let them. There should be a time you leave the phone, you give out the phone to them, and there should be a time you collect. No, you're seizing. You're not seizing. Like it is time for you to relax. It is time for you to read and go off.
You know, there's this particular video I watched about a child. It's all about creativity. The child wrote a poem. Okay, I watched 2 videos. The first one is a child wrote a poem. And the poem was like so interesting. And like the likes that the child was getting, like, you know, for a child of 10 years to be able to develop this particular poem, and it was like, so I tried writing this, so I said, let me just send it to you people and see how does it sound. Sometimes through your write-ups, you get people to comment. Some will tell you, okay, you can do it like this for the betterment of you can do it like this, or you can do it like this. You see that it tends to improve. I love that aspect, if that child is using that phone to do that. Another aspect is this, the child was doing the spoken words. Spoken words where I think it's a he or so. So let me use he, but I can't really remember the expression. He was using the phone, and though the book, the material he was reading from was not there, but the way he was saying the spoken words, like, even you that's listening, you will just be clapping. You understand my point? So if the young ones or the children, the young adolescents that are growing up, if they should try to always use the phone in this aspect, you see that the world will be a better place. Because sometimes you, as a child, you going to watch these things or going to view this post and all of that, and you tend to corrupt your mindset. There's no how you can change it when you grow up. It sinks in it, like it's like a cankerworm. It's into the soul. And at some point you see that child deviating from the things of God. And you as the parent, you have tried your means to make sure that that child is put to follow the right path, not knowing that that little chance you gave to that child, you understand? Just that little chance of avoiding to check on the child, seeing what he or she is watching on phone, the social media, the YouTube and all of that, you are trying to avoid that. You end up seeing that child deviates. And tomorrow you say it's the environment or the other children he or she mixed up with, not knowing that it's because of your lack of interest and concentration to that child.
I think peer pressure is also included, Aside from giving them all the freedom they need, I think what affects them also is peer pressure. You give them the freedom at home, they go home, they go out there, they work with the same freedom. They don't get scared of what's good, the aftermath. Like for example, you're outside, you should be thinking of what will happen. Like if I do this, what will my mom think? What will be her reaction? And then you also have the mindset that my mom has given me the freedom home, so I think I'm good to go. Like anywhere I go, I should have the same freedom. It shouldn't be so. Having said that, we have another segment, which is Vox Pop. So what's her name? Rex is on the street, and the question is, what are the important elements of good governance? Let's go to the street and see what she has for us. Please stay with us.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Good morning to you. Another Igberi don't come your way again as we take you into the streets of Calabar on the topic, what are the most important elements of a good governance? Stay tuned, don't go anywhere as we bring to you lots of views and opinions on this particular topic. We'll be right back.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Star-Crossed Television.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
I like your outfit.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
Reverend Samuel.
Okay, the question is, what are the most important elements in a good governance?
Yes, I think a good governance should be able to provide security for the citizens. You know, security for the citizens. You know, there should be a very secure environment where people will thrive. Feel free to do their business, run their day-to-day activities. It's very, very important. You know, the environment should be very safe for the individual. So this is one of the basic attributes of a good governance in society.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you so much.
Engineer Cherry Itu. One is good roads, electricity, hospital, schools.
So, sir, do you think that if we have all that, there is transparency in the government?
If we have all those things, I think there should be transparency.
All right, thank you very much.
Well, what I can say, what I want the government to do for the young, young people, we want them to empower us because there's nothing like empowerment, and the government are treating us very bad. They are treating the youth very bad. There's nothing that is going on in Nigeria. I'm telling you, nothing but the truth.
Is that just all empowerment?
Yes, we need empowerment. We need good school. We need good electricity. Like, is it about 3 months or 2 months ago in Cross River State, there was no light. Just of recent, they come and give us light. So we need good government. We don't want to vote for money. We want to vote for the good people that is going to help us. That is what I can say for now.
If we have all those things, do you think that there will be transparency in the government?
Definitely there will. There will. I hope that if they do it, there will be a transparency in the government. But for now, let's see what is going on by next year, 2023 election that is coming up.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My name is El Gapan. The most important element is when the government has the love for people, the populace at heart. You know, not by talking it sweet. You know, we have a Kelemishan who would tell you, write it and make it fine. But we are talking about the implementation of it, to carry it out. You know, when a government has the love for people at heart, and you feel, they were talking about dividends of democracy. We have been hearing over and over, but yet, to me, it's from bad to worse. Look at kerosene, that was a common thing for a common man. We can't buy it. Me, I didn't remember the last time I bought kerosene up to half a gallon. I can't buy it. I can't pay. And now look at me in the township, capital of the city, going to buy firewood. I'm using that. If I have the money, I buy kerosene.
I'm Uwe Machibong by name. The most important element for a good government is, for rather me, I would say that we are the problem for ourselves. Because as it is now, right now as I'm standing, I speak as a youth, an angry youth, because our government didn't try with us. And moreover, if I want to say the example, in a school, a lot of us now being in the house without going to school. So we don't have any happiness or anything that will say that we boys should go and vote. So the most important thing is about votes. So I don't see anything reason why our government don't do things for the youth to be happy. So we are the problem for ourselves. We are the problem for ourselves. So that's what I can say.
So yeah, in the support of the opinion that good governance starts from we the people.
Yes. Like a good parent, you born a child. So when the way you train your child is the way your child will grow for you. So the more they are pushing us to the wall, on a very good day, we can react. Because if the government do something for us to be happy, I think that maybe at the end of the day, there can be a war at the end. So that's what I can say.
All right, thank you for your opinion.
My name is Mr. Emmanuel Ime Iren. Okay, in good governance system, I'm expecting that the leadership should look into what's really bothering the masses, looking into the economic growth, checking the welfare of its citizens in the country.
So is that all you have to say?
Yes, so for now that's what I have, and that's what I know should be the paramount thing as far as good leadership is concerned.
So if all those things that you mentioned happen, does it mean the government is practicing democracy?
Yes, I think that's the right thing, and considering godly lives too.
All right, thank you very much for your opinion.
You're welcome, ma.
Beloved viewer, you've heard it from the people out here in the street. Some of the people out here say for one of the elements to have a good governance is providing schools, road, empowerment for the people, because democracy is for the people. So I hope you've learned a lot about this particular topic. And what's your take on this topic? Drop your comment on our YouTube page, BCS Starcross International, and we'll read it out to you. Thank you for staying tuned with us as we'll be linking you back to the studio. I remain.
Starcross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Starcross Television is the only.
That EB Rex and your lovely responses from the audience out there on the topic. What are the important elements of good governance? Like one of the respondents that said that you have to empowerment, that if governments are able to empower the youth, that it's one of the key element in good governance. And I think it's the right thing, because it all boils down to what we are all saying here, that if the governments are able to empower the youth, create jobs, and create schools, you see that most of these things we are suffering would be reduced. And so I think it's really, really important that government man up to these aspects of empowering the youth, building schools, and building up their leadership role and all of that. So of course, thank you so much for joining us. In case you're just tuning in, still the Morning Star Breakfast Show. I am P. Smith, and with me is Sister Ruth, aka Authentic. I'm always good at putting that authentic because she might as well look at me like
aside from creating job employment and the rest and the empowerment, I feel the youth should also be creative. They should look for something to do. They call it skills, right? They should also be skillful because it pays sometimes it pays even more than the office jobs. Have you ever thought of, if something ever happens in your place of work, what's the backup, the fastest backup plan you have? I think it's the skills you have. That's what you use in making money. If you're a hairdresser, this one is a necessity. Somebody going to work will need to fix her hair. If you're making clothes, you know that that one is also a necessity. You make money. People are making money. If you're a makeup artist, you are an influencer. A lot of people are making money. So you have to also be skillful while waiting for the government to empower us and do the needful. So
I once went for a training workshop, and they were like, you should learn how to get a handwork, get yourself equipped, and all of that. All right, it's been a fun-filled Friday morning with us, Sister Ruth and I know you also enjoyed yourself. You also learned a lot, and you were inspired at the end. Okay, this is where we'll close the curtain so we can plan for our weekend. And I know Sister Ruth.
No, the weekend is not ours this time around.
Okay,
but Abbas.
Okay,
that's where we are going to.
No, we are also still planning for the Abbas now.
Yes, not a personal plan. We are planning the Abbas.
Okay. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us. It's been a lovely time with you people. We love you so much. Continue to subscribe and continue to watch Star Cross Television, your #1 religious TV, until Monday, same time, 8 to 10:30. Okay, we'll leave you by this time. Goodbye. I am P. Smith, and
thank you so much for staying glued to your TV set. May the Father bless you enormously. Remember, this is Abbas Week, and you have to come out and support the Abbas site because we are the future leaders of tomorrow. And if you're just joining, endeavor to click on the like and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ruth Ovote. We come your way next time. Remain blessed. Bye-bye.